Hey everybody, Low Carb Keith here. I'm back in my kitchen today and I'm going to show you another great, delicious low carb recipe that you can find in my book, My Low Carb Life, How I Lost 130 Pounds and Kept It Off. And actually this is a Super Bowl weekend, so I think nothing goes together better than good football and good food. So I decided I would make some snacks for Super Bowl weekend. And this is really a very simple, easy recipe. When people ask me about being on a low carb diet, a lot of times they'll say, well, what do you eat? And I tell them that the holy trinity of the low carb diet is meat, eggs, and cheese. And that is what we're going to use today, because today I'm going to make my easy, cheesy meatballs. And they're really simple to make. They're delicious, they're low carb, and so that's what I'm going to do for you today. Easy, cheesy meatballs. So first of all, let me show you what we've got. I've got a pound of ground beef, which is 90-10, the ratio. I've got about a half a pound or several slices of bacon that I'm going to use. I've got some minced onion, some Italian seasoning, an egg, and a cup of mozzarella cheese. So we're going to mix all that together, make some meatballs, put them in the oven, and see how they turn out. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ground beef, and I'm just going to put it in a big bowl, and just put it in there. When I first started this low carb diet, this low carb eating plan about, oh gosh, almost 6 years ago, I didn't really eat that much beef, but now I do. I eat a lot of it. So this is great. This is one of the first things I really learned how to cook. These easy, cheesy meatballs. So we spread the ground beef around. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take our cheese, a cup of shredded mozzarella. It could be any kind of cheese that you want to put in there. Just put it right in there, okay? We're going to take our egg, crack it, put it in there. All right. And then I'm going to take about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle that in there. Okay. Not a whole lot, just enough to give it some flavor. And what I like to do is I take about 2 tablespoons of minced onion. These are dehydrated minced onions, and I'm just going to put those in there. That's not that doesn't call for that in my recipe in my book, but I discovered that it gives a little bit of flavor to it. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to get our hands dirty. We're going to get our hands down in there, and we're going to mix it all up. Just get it good and mixed up, blended really well. And if you can find the fine kind of shredded cheese, that seems to work a little bit better. I couldn't find that at the store today. Sometimes they have just regular shredded cheese, and then they have kind of a fine shredded cheese. But I wanted to do mozzarella because I'm going to put this out once they're done with a little pizza sauce, dipping sauce. And you could use any kind of dipping sauce with this. Actually, you could use barbecue sauce or ranch dressing, really anything that you wanted to do. So you want to make sure that you get all that mixed up together really, really good, because you want the egg to be throughout it, and you also want the seasoning to be throughout it. And I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I've also taken a baking sheet that has a lip around it, because this will, it's got some grease in it, so it might spread just a little bit. So the goal here is to make 16 1-ounce balls, and I've discovered that you can make them probably around the size of a ping pong ball or a golf ball, and that works pretty good. So there's one. That one's a little big. You can drop any cheese out of it and just pick it up, too. I'll put this in fast motion so you can see all of it. That's all good. All right, there's 15, and the last one. Not going to be quite as big, but it's about the same size. So we'll just scoot this over and put that one right there. All right, so there's 16, about the size of ping pong balls or golf balls. So now what I want to do is I want to take some of this bacon. I'm not going to do this with all of them, but I'm going to take some of this bacon and I am going to wrap some of these in bacon. Some people may like bacon on there, some people may not. So we won't do them all. Now I think they're ready to go in the oven. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to put them in there for 18 to 20 minutes, depending on how large the meatballs are. And then we'll take them out, we'll take a look. So here they go. All right, it's been about 20 minutes since the easy cheesy meatballs have been in the oven. Actually, I took them out a couple of minutes ago and checked. They were still had a little bit of pink on it, so I put them in for a few more minutes to let them cook. But I think they're probably done by now, so let's take them out and let's take a look. All right, let's take them out. Oh yeah, those look fantastic. Those look fantastic. Take a look, make sure that everything looks good. Oh yeah, those are great. So, and these are pretty good sized meatballs, so it may take you 20 minutes, 22, 23 minutes. So even the ones with the bacon, they look fantastic. So we're going to serve these up. I put them on a plate, and let's lift them off, put them right there, and I've got a bowl with some pizza sauce in it for dipping that people can use. And these are great. These are delicious. You may have to get a fork for these, but yeah, these look fantastic. I'll try one here in a few minutes when it cools off a little bit. The bacon was not too crisp, but it was done. So there are our easy, cheesy meatballs. They just look delicious. And 2 or 3 of those is almost a meal. They're so big. It is a low-carb holy trinity, meat, eggs, and cheese, and that's what we've got in these meatballs right here. And they'd be great for the Super Bowl, I know, or it could be good for anybody at any time. You can even use these, make these, and then put them in a pasta sauce or spaghetti sauce that you might be making later. But they're delicious just the way they are. So I hope you enjoy that. If you like this video, visit my YouTube page. And when you get there, click that subscribe button. I put in all my videos on there of my cooking, the low-carb meals that I do. And so visit there and join me. And we try to put a couple of videos up a week. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's take a taste of this. I'm going to dip a little bit in the pasta sauce. Get a little sauce on it. See what it tastes like. That. That is a delicious meatball. It's got all the right kind of flavor, the Italian seasoning, that little bit of onion put in it, the mozzarella cheese. It's really, really good. And it's low carb. It's delicious. Thanks for watching.